field, people that have seen, they've been through life. They know really what it takes to be stressed and what the effect of long-term stress can cause to our body. So I'm glad to be doing this with all of you. And our VVIPs, Mam Toyi, welcome. Thank you so much, Mama, for joining us. Always very supportive, the backbone. Thank you, Mom. We really appreciate you. Okay, so I'm glad that I am doing this with all of you. But today, before I go on and continue to ramble and ramble and rant on, I want to introduce to you someone beautiful, someone that is charismatic. She's oh, I don't want to mention she, so that you won't know that it's a woman that I want to mention, but I already did. So pardon me for that. But I'm going to continue to introduce this person, a business wellness coach with over 13 years experience in network marketing. She has empowered so many individuals to unlock their potential and achieve their goals with confidence. This person is a certified first aid rescuer, a nutritionist, and a natural alternative medicine practitioner. Aside all of that, when somebody is motivated, that is what I talk about. This person is a professional creative writer. She's a ghost writer, and she's also an author. She has written a book that is a guide to, for us to get the most out of life with natural foods and fruits. She offers personalized coaching for food plans, natural remedies, and holistic supplements to support optimal health and help us to attain a wellness and live a fulfilling life. Of course, she doesn't do this alone. She also hosts events. She speaks in public. So if you have an event, you want to speak about maybe nutrition, writing, all of that, this person is your go-to person. You can collaborate with her for events, for talks, for book writing, anything food related, anything nutrition related, anything writing related. This person is your go-to person. All right. I'm talking about none other than the beautiful, charismatic, and always smiling woman, Romoke Olisa Adeyemi. Kindly welcome her with your emojis. You can drop the emojis on the chat. It could be a clap emoji. Please help me to welcome her. Make it loud. I wish there was a drum here. I could have rolled the drum for her.
Thank
All
you
right, so welcome
so
aboard,
much. If you see the way I
the
was
mic is
blushing
yours.
there,
Oh,
thank you so much.
you're
Don't make me
welcome.
blush. Thank you
This
so much. I really appreciate that introduction.
all right.
You are really the
Thank
best, you know that.
Oh,
Okay,
thank you.
I think I'll just put my video off so that the network will be okay. Permission to do that?
I think our guests should be okay with that. They have seen your beautiful face. So,
all right. I learned that Telegram and video are not friendly. So I'll try to play safe so that we won't have any problem or glitches during this conversation. Thank you so much for the introduction. And I'm happy and I'm actually excited to be here again today. Like I always say, there is a proverb that says, when diet is wrong, there is no use for medicine. But when diet is correct, there is no need for medicine. How many people agree with me on this proverb? Like, if this proverb actually makes sense to you, put something in the comment section. To me, this proverb is like, capture it all. It has been in existence for ages and it's still making sense. Only the people that don't want to see things the way it is, we argue with it. We are all what we eat. And whatever we eat into our body, we either do one thing or the other. It is either it is going to work for us or work against us. Sadly, we are no longer at the stage of just eating. You don't just eat anymore. You have to be intentional with what you eat. What you eat really matters. How can we be intentional with what we eat? How can it help us? That is why we are here today to talk about stress-busting foods and nutrients that can help reduce stress and anxiety. You know, the sad thing about this conversation is some people are stressed without even knowing it. Do you agree with that? Some people, they are under a lot of stress, but they don't realize it. They don't know. Because maybe they don't know the signs that these are actually signs of stress. Or they don't want to admit that they are actually under stress. And the bad thing about it is when you allow yourself to be under stress for a very long time, it is going to damage a lot of things in your body. Stress and anxiety are the concerns, they are the challenges in today's fast-paced world. They are not something we should not talk about. This conversation should be on the lips of everyone so that the awareness about this, we will all live in now. We will all live in, wow, I know this and I'm trying to avoid it. You know, there are a lot of things that when we do it right, we don't need to look for solution. They are called prevention. And my prevention, according to me, my dad always said prevention is better than cure. But when I grew up, I had a little bit of thing to that saying. I will say prevention is better than cure. Is also cheaper than cure. When you look at it from different angles, you know that I am right. So today we are going to be talking about foods and fruits that are going to help us to stay healthy. The food and fruit that we might not know our body needs to keep our stress level in check. We are going to talk about tips. We are going to talk about nutrients that will help us reduce our stress. I know we all are trying one or two things to make money. We are trying to keep our family together. We are trying to make things happen. But while doing this, some of us are going through a lot of stress. And the best thing we can do to ourselves, not to break down, for our loved one that we are trying to put together, is to eat food, the nutritional foods that will help us reduce the stress levels. I will be calling one of our speakers to talk to us about what are these foods that can help us reduce stress. I'll be calling on none other person. All right, let me give you a quick intro about this person. I know you know the person. When I start talking about the person, you will guess who the person is. But he's someone that I respect so much. He's like a grandpa to me. Someone that has a lot of knowledge, experience about this topic. And this person is an author. Is someone that is, as in someone that can train and that has helped a lot of people with different kind of life-threatening diseases to heal with food and fruits. Someone that has experience and is ready to share it with us. If you've come across his write-ups on LinkedIn, you will understand that this person is not only out there to help us, he is also loaded with information that has helped a lot of people to live their best life and is ready to share them with us. So I am talking about none other person today other than Grandpa Godwin Chinaka Okafor, a man that believes food should be our medicine and medicine not our food. If you agree with me on that saying, please let me see your emojis while I give the mic to Grandpa. Grandpa, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm excited to be here. When you talk about health through diet, I'm so excited. I actually control myself not to overtalk. Food is the real medicine. Any other thing is fake. Any other thing is destructive. And Romoke, you just nailed it that if you get the food right, you have no need for any medicine. In fact, any other formulation you have apart from food is an alternative. Food is the real deal. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes,
Loud
loud and
and
clear,
clear.
sir.
Yes. Stress are not only physical, are not only mental. There is oxidative stress in our bodies caused by free radicals. So they contribute to the physical and mental stress that we suffer. Like you said, most people do not have any idea that their body is undergoing stress. And when your body has undergone so much stress, sickness will just crop up. And some people are shocked and said, I've been very well for the last 1 month. I don't know why I suddenly started feeling headache. It's the stress of your organs, your body, caused by free radicals. And free radicals get into your body because you are eating wrong. I don't really have textbooks to read to say these things, but I have so many things to write inside of me. And next year, I think I'll be doing more of that.
I actually have a question that I would like you to enlighten us on.
Okay.
I know we have the key nutrient for stress relief.
Pardon?
So, what do you think is the role of magnesium on stress reduction?
Okay. You see, magnesium is one of the minerals that calm the nervous system. That is why magnesium is mentioned in the treatment of hypertension, in the treatment of very serious sicknesses. In fact, magnesium is used to treat cancer, to control cancer. So the role of magnesium in managing stress is very critical, because magnesium helps us to regulate, like I said, it regulates the nervous system. It calms brain activity. It releases anti-stress hormones, and it helps you to feel relaxed. And natural foods that can make you to relax very well, like I cannot say anything without talking about the natural sources of magnesium. Magnesium is actually one of the natural minerals that we have in alternative, or in fact, our own is not alternative medicine, because food and herbs are the original medicine. So we use it to control cardiovascular diseases, hypertension, even cholesterol. And we get magnesium abundantly from leafy green vegetables like spinach, like kale. And in Africa, in Nigeria, we have our ewedu. So these are the natural sources of magnesium. But see, magnesium is a calming mineral. And if you can calm your brain, calm your gut, because our gut is the second brain we have. That's why you see some people that get addicted to cold water. Immediately they take cold water, it goes to the gut. And there is, in fact, if you take very chilled water, you will be feeling it at the surface of your stomach. You will feel it. You will feel it. So it is magnesium that is the most powerful mineral for stress management, because the hormone cortisol that helps it, the feel good mineral is what this thing releases or triggers up. Then magnesium supports your muscles. Your muscle relaxes. It helps you for better sleep. And you know, some people, when they get overstressed, you know, they are sedated. They are given sedatives to sleep. And people, I've known of people that were put on sedation for up to 48 hours. And when they get up, they look refreshed. Even though the sedative is artificial, is a chemical, somehow they feel relaxed because they have slept. Magnesium is a powerful mineral, and I tell you that if you can get knowledge of the foods that have magnesium in them, if you know them and you eat them, you'll be well and happy. Let me tell you a little about myself. I'm an addict of natural sources of magnesium and other minerals. I search for foods that contain these. And if you are in Africa, if you are in Yoruba land, if you are in Nigeria, if you know our guinea corn that we use for, I don't know how Romoke would describe it. We call it ogi, we call it akamu in Igbo, but it's like a paste. Can it be paste or like custard-like? So
Yes, pap, sir.
yes, pap. This morning, my wife pulled one out of the fridge. In fact, last night, because we stored this water. Because in my last training 2 weeks ago, the people from the Traditional Medicine Council came to teach us, and were telling us one of the function of omiogi, that is the water of fermented guinea corn after you have prepared it. It calms your system down. It's actually a probiotic that makes your gut health to be perfect. And you cannot separate magnesium mineral from your gut and from your brain. So magnesium is very important. Thank you. Let me stop here so that I can allow other questions.
Thank you very much, sir. I have another question, and I know our audience also have their own question, but let me start with mine.
Okay.
Before they will start their own. So if you have any question, please, so that you will not forget it, please write it down. You can also put it in the comment section. Grandpa is going to tackle them for us. Oh, now we have, we know the importance of eating magnesium-rich foods, which you've been able to tell us some of them so that we can know them and be able to eat them. So we have a lot of them. So pick from what Grandpa said. We have leafy greens, spinach, sweet chard, kale. We have ewedu. We have ugu. We have so many of them like that when we incorporate into our food, then we are fortifying our system. Another thing that I want to know more about is how can we increase our intake of omega H3 acid? I know it is one of the minerals that is very, very important to bank on, as in eat a lot of. But the problem is so many people don't know what we can actually get these omega H3 from and how we can feed on them. Please, sir, I would like you to shed more light on the way we can increase our intake of omega H3 fatty acid. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, the way we can do that is learning to know the foods and nuts that contain omega-3 fatty acid. Let me mention something I forgot to mention about magnesium. You know, if you know Ghana chocolate is a calming chocolate, is a calming food. So you need to include that in the control of stress. And I think also omega-3 has a relationship with magnesium because they both control our cardiovascular health and brain health. In the whole world, we tell people to eat fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. But if you ask me, I will tell you that the tin sardine you see in the market is not one of the sources, because that one has been polluted with sodium. So for us in the whole world, there are foods we don't actually know. There are nuts we don't know their names that exist in many countries that have omega-3 fatty acid in them. In Africa, in all over the world, we talk about walnuts. Walnuts is a powerful food, a superfood that has this omega-3 fatty acid. We also have omega-3 fatty acid in chia seeds. For me, in my country, I would tell you to go after cashew nuts, even nuts like peanuts. They have any food that has healthy fat is likely to contain omega-3. We have not yet explored all of them. In Yoruba, there is a particular fish that the people love. We call it shawa. From you know shawa fish.
Yes, we call it sardine.
That fish is sardine in we know it's shawa, but it is very powerful. It is even better than the so-called croaker fish. If they give you croaker fish and shawa, please take shawa.
Wow.
Yes. Croaker doesn't have what shawa has. Shawa has abundance of omega-3. And I know, do you know that catfish also has omega-3, but not so much like mackerel and salmon, and as you find in other things. Then, in the absence of getting food that is high in omega-3 fatty acid, please go for the supplements that people like Promoke will tell you that this is what you should take. I actually talk to many people that take supplements that are not prescribed by experts. Supplements are good, but please take it at the recommendation of someone who is more knowledgeable about it. And for information, fish oil boosts your brain health and your heart health. So if your heart and your brain is fine, then stress is busted. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was so enlightening. Thank you so much. I've not seen any question on the comment section. Are you sure you don't have any question? This is a golden opportunity you can't afford to miss. Please, whatever you have in mind that you want to know more about, either is on this discussion or not, please put it down. Let us talk about it. Wow, now we know that omega H3 acid has a lot of food that we can get this nutrient from. Like Grandpa said, we have salmon, we have mackerel, we have shea seed, walnut in particular. Unfortunately, we don't have that in abundance in Nigeria. Or if you are in another country and you have access to this walnut, please take advantage of it. Grandpa also mentioned cashew nuts, peanuts, and then sardine. Wow, I always look at sardine with one kind of eye whenever I want to buy it because of the bone. So my children, they always complain about the bone. So whenever I'm asked to buy, as in I want to buy fish, I will prefer to go for Titus than this sardine. But now I know sardine is good, but because of that bone part, that was why I always run away from it. But from today, I
Take
will
time to
be
remove the
eating.
bones, yes.
Yes, sir. I will be eating more of it when I know what I am getting from it. He also mentioned catfish and then healthy oils and then avocado. Yes, avocado is one of the fruits that you can also add to your diet to get the natural omega-3 fatty acid, and then olive oil. Olive oil to also help us. Wow. I hope you are writing this down because I am writing mine down and I am not going to play with this information. So before I let you go, Grandpa, I have one more question. Then I will check the comment section if we have more questions. Okay. What vitamins and minerals are essential for stress management? We know that we want to reduce our stress level. We know that food and fruits can help us to do that. So what are the essential nutrients and vitamins that we can actually opt for to get these stress relieving foods that we are talking about, sir?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Like I said, see, most of our foods have minerals that we do not even know about. But I know that there are prominent ones like the B complex vitamins, B1, B2, B6, B12, which are vital for energy production, mood regulation, and which reduces the stress-inducing hormones, and there is nothing you can do without vitamin C also, because it supports your adrenal function, adrenal gland function, and it combats the oxidative stress I talked about. Oxidative stress happens inside your body. That's why sometimes when you are stressed, you wake up and you say, I don't know why I'm tired. It's because the stress, your stress starts from your cellular level. Your cells are weak. And I know that in natural medicine, we sometimes have to tell people to take coenzyme 10. You know coenzyme 10, CQ10 we call it. That helps your cells to function more powerfully and help in the absorption of B vitamins, the complex the B vitamins, and then vitamin C. I've mentioned magnesium. Magnesium, yes, that relaxes your muscles and regulates your nervous system. Another one is vitamin D. I'm sure you know the vitamin D we get from the sun. And you remember the magic of the early morning sun? When someone is stressed and we are treating the person in the hospital, we tell the person to go outside for an early morning sun. Is anybody that can say yes to that? Have you noticed it? Somebody is hypertensive, somebody is sick in the hospital. The doctors will position them near the window where the sun comes in. So the vitamin D is very important. Zinc is also important. Zinc that we use for heart health and prostate health. Prostate health, for men is all about oxidative stress inside, and then inflammation happens. I've mentioned omega-3 fatty acid. So these are the minerals that help in stress management. So when somebody is stressful or stressed, please, if he doesn't know what to eat immediately to bring down the stress, then go out and look for natural vitamins or natural sources of vitamins. We have vitamins in most of our natural herbs, herbal medicines that can help calm people down. So those are the minerals or the vitamins that are helpful. Have potassium, calcium. Yes, they are natural for managing stress. But like I said, preferably manage stress with food and avoid processed foods, avoid coffee, avoid substances that destabilize your mood, and you'll just be fine. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Okay, can I please say something?
Yes, I wanted to tell you to, if you have anything to add or you have something to say,
I don't have a reaction. I have a reaction. So to imagine that the mentality that we attach to the common fish shower, that it's only people that are the low, the lower in the case. That eat shower. So apparently the nutritional benefit is more. That is what they say about information. When you're not informed, you think the chicken, the all this croaker fish and all of that is more important than your shower. So now we know to treasure our own thing. Thank you so much for shedding so much light on that, sir. I just wanted to say thank you. I'm okay, you can go on, please.
All right, thank you so much. It's true. A lot of people, they look at when you tell them eat healthy foods, they will say it's expensive. It's just the mindset. It is not actually expensive. I was having a conversation with a client, and then when I told her these are those things that you should eat more of, she was like, in my area, watermelon is this price. This one is this. I said, that is just your mindset. When you start buying this in bits, you will see that it is cheaper than you even think. You don't have to buy a lot of them before you get the nutrients. But they will look at it as, hey, it's very expensive. And that is why they are getting it wrong. Eating healthy is not expensive. You just need to know where to get your food and fruits. I am staying in Lagos, and then I can tell you there are some places where you can get them cheaper. And you will still be getting your benefits. Why do you have to go to big? They believe going to big mall, supermarket, that's where they can get all these things. But thank you so much for having that part. I will be looking at sardine differently now, and then I will eat more of it. And if any of my children didn't want to eat, they know me, I will look at you with my bombastic side eye. It's like, are you kidding me? My daughter will say, that is why when you have the nutrition.
I tell you, bombastic side eye will not work. You have to tell them. You really have to educate them why you are taking it. Like I trust you now. Don't look at them with romantic eye. Just explain to them the reason why it's coming into the mail. I think that will make
Yes,
it better.
yes, I'll do that. Thank you
Well done,
so
ma'am.
much. And then I'm giving the mic to you. Okay, before I'll do that, let me quickly recap some of the nutrients that Grandpa said. So if you miss it the other time, you can quickly put them down. He mentioned why we need to get vitamins like vitamin C because they support our adrenal sense. Then he mentioned potassium. He mentioned vitamin D, the particular one we can get from the sun in the morning, which is very, very good for our health. He mentioned calcium. He mentioned vitamin B, vitamin B6, vitamin B12. They all helps, they convert to energy that helps us reduce stress and fatigue. So if you are looking for the food that will give you these vitamins, because I prefer to get them from food and fruits. Meat, fish, like Grandpa said, sardine, catfish, then whole grains, even dairy products, they can also help us to get these nutrients. Milk, egg, egg is underrated. Egg, vegetables, as in greens. You see, we are blessed with these greens, and so many people are not taking advantage of them enough. We have them in abundance. In Nigeria alone, we have more than 10. What is 10, sir? We have more than 15. And on this call, I can bet that I will not see someone that will be able to mention 10 of them, except from Grandpa. I'm not putting Gifty too. If you can mention 10 of them, I have a gift for you. If you can't, we don't need to waste our time. Do we have anybody that wants to try? We have these greens, and then to eat them to get the benefits is the problem. And we should be looking at them with another kind of eye from now on, because we need to eat more of them. I'll be giving mic to my darling co-host, Zainab. Zainab, you can take the mic and continue.
Hello, to say something remarkable.
Okay, please go ahead.
About vegetables, the greens, the kale. I live in a cold country where you can't grow vegetables, but I forced myself to do that vegetable garden because I wanted my body to have those vegetables. So I know it's very necessary. What Grandpa is saying, it's very, very true. If you can't look after yourself, give it fresh food, fresh vegetable, greens, honestly, you are not doing anybody a favor. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much. You see, even if you don't have land or you don't have where to plant these things, there is always a way. So I always say, thank you, ma'am, for adding this part. Whenever you want to make something happen, you find a way. When you are not ready to make that thing happen, you find excuse. Thank you so much. Zainab, the mic is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Grandpa Godwin, thank you so much for educating us. Thank you. God bless you. I get Grandpa is no more here. Madam Selena has said it all. Where the
Yeah,
art is seen.
Grandpa
I
is
won't.
here.
I won't
Okay.
leave you today like that without excusing myself.
All
I'll be
right.
here to the end because I have a tip. I have
Oh,
another tip at the end if I have
all
time.
right. All right, sir.
Yes,
Thank you
yes, you
so
will,
much.
sir.
We really appreciate your presence. Thank you very much, sir. Always loading us with value. Thank you very much. Madam Selena said, where there is a will, there will always be a way. So all the excuses, I can't get this is expensive, this is beyond my reach, are just excuses. So when we want to, we can actually find a way out. Thank you so much. Now we know there are foods that are within our reach and in our budget, within our budget, that we can actually tap into to help us manage stress and also help people around us. When you have information, please do not keep it to yourself. It will do people a whole lot of good. Don't wait till that person falls sick before you now think of, oh, I could have told this person. Please try, and share these informations, because when somebody close to us is sick, that is when we really know how much it can affect us. So may God help us and help us to maintain and live a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so moving on, I want to introduce to you the beautiful, as in whenever I look at her, I'm like, wow, this person is a grandma, but she still looks very beautiful. Apparently there is a secret to that, and she has shared, I think she has given us an insight into this secret. Okay, so this person has a brand that provide a fully packaged guide that covers health and wellness, purpose rediscovery, parenting, community support, and practical steps that have empowered people in midlife, especially empty nest moms and couples around the world, to embrace their new face, rediscover themselves. When the kids leave, that is when you really know that, oh, there is another life after the kids. Right now, all our lives is centered around the kids as women. But after they leave, then there is a rediscovery. So at Live, Thrive, Enjoy Limited, that is a brand. That is what they do. They help empty nest moms and couples to embrace that new phase. This person also specializes in holistic coaching that empower individuals to heal from trauma and recognize their worth. You know, I can relate with that, because when a lot of people go through trauma and they lose themselves in the along the line. So to heal from it, you really it takes a lot. So she does that, and she's also a professional wellness coach that help you to provide you with strategies that has helped others and will also help you whenever you are in need of such. Our mission, our lifelong mission, is to share all these tools with people around the world so that nobody feels alone in our journey. She's really making that impact, I can say. And today I'm going to introduce to you the beautiful Selena Cheshire. I hope I did not murder your name. Permit me if I did. Kindly welcome her with your emojis. Madam, thank you so much for doing this with us. Thank you so much for honoring. The floor is yours, ma'am. You can take it away.
Thank you so much. I think, Romoke, I wrote you a message that, as an empty nester, sometimes you get called to do these extra duties. My daughter is pregnant and she can't go and pick up her daughter at 3:00. And I said, yes, I will. So I wrote you a message. Anyway, I'll just say a few, but I'll come back and say, because I'll go with my phone, but I'll be driving to go and pick up my granddaughter. Stress
So
is
sorry about that, ma.
It's all right, darling, no problem. I'll just say in 5 minutes, then I'll come back later. But I'll still be listening. Stress
All right.
is a common problem in most societies. I think I'll just talk about 3 main types of stress that may occur in your
Okay.
everyday life.
Sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. Since you have so short a time, I'd like for you to let people know you, what you do, because it's sweeter from the horse's mouth. And I can just give you the questions. I can just give you the
Okay, all
questions that I
right,
have there, then
Zainab,
we'll
you
wrap it
got
up
me.
together.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Selena Cheshire. I'm an empty nester queen. What does that mean? I packed them all away. I said, no, you have married, go to your place. You have married, go to your place. I'm now in my own space. And how did it begin? How was I happy to let them go? No, I wasn't happy. I was really, really stressed. I was a single mother for almost 20 years or over 20 years. looking after my two beautiful kids. It was a boy and a girl. And then I was attacked by this disease Grandpa was talking about, cancer. And I had Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 4. You know, when I talk like this, I think the doctors were amazed how I could still survive. People were dying from every angle around me because of cancer. But God saved my life. How? If you look at Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, it says, herbs of the field shall be meat unto you. Natural, Brother Godwin. That's what God says. But what do? We get excited. I was in hospital for almost a year. Just suffering from that. And chemotherapy almost killed me. Until one day, I heard a voice saying, what are you waiting for? You are already healed. And I said, what? Healed? How can I be healed like this? Because I couldn't bath myself. I couldn't feed myself. I could do nothing for myself. But God saved me. So when my daughter had to give up her job to look after me. She had just started a job as a new master's degree. She had worked so hard, got an assistant, HR manager. So she was happy. But when she found that mom was not well, she gave up her job and said, I'm going to look after you. So when she walked into the hospital that day, she saw that my persona had changed. I was different from the way she left me the previous night, because she would come and put me to bed. I was different. That's what I'm saying. It's like healing starts from inside. So she says, what happened, Mom? Why are you looking so different? I said, Ma, I don't know. This voice said I'm already healed, but look at me. I don't know. Then she says, yes, God is with us. We are in it together, Mom. What can we do? We researched, went plant-based, looked for natural things, looked for natural doctors who told us what to do. Listen, guys, when Grandpa is talking, he knows what he's talking about. KFC, McDonald's, they are good, but they're rubbish. I learned to eat the hard way. I was always busy, running around. Imagine looking after 2 kids. You're single. I had to do double jobs. I didn't have time to look after Selena. I was busy looking after them. So it hit me hard. That's why I'm so passionate about eating well, living well, thinking well. Whatever you do must be well. It must be good. Cheers. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, thank you, Mom. That was so inspiring.
So much.
Baba is there.
Yeah, I'm here. I was trying to unmute. Thank you so much, Mama. Okay. I think let me just quickly take your questions. If you can do them before you leave, fine. But if you can't, then we'll await when you come back from.
Yeah, let's just wait for her to come back.
All right, no problem, ma. We'll look out for you coming back. Have
Thank
a
you. Thank
safe
you.
journey or trip. There's no short journey. Thank you so much, ma. All right, I want to recognize the presence of Treasure Einaya. David, thank you for joining us. Luna Sid, thank you so much for being here. And Madam Toyi is still here. God bless you real good. Kerubo is still here. Thank you so much, ma'am. Oh, I don't know whether it's a man. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to hand the mic back to Romoke to introduce the next speaker on our lineup so that while we wait for Ma'am Selena to come back, if that's okay, my sister, is it okay to hand the mic back to you?
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. Let's
All right, all right. You have it.
continue.
Take it. All right.
Yeah, thank you. We have another speaker in the house, someone that is passionate about greens as well. someone that knows about nutrition, someone that can tell us more about this topic. I'm talking about a lady that is so passionate about living healthy, telling people how to go about it. Permit me to introduce to you Gifty Opala. She's a passionate nutrition consultant and wellness advocate. With a strong foundation in biochemistry, Gifty has empowered over 400 individuals. I did not see any emoji in the box. To achieve optimal health and well-being through personalized nutrition, advices, and holistic guidance. With her expertise, she guides people on their journey to achieve vibrant health and happiness. Gifty Opala, we are happy to have you. Please say hi to our audience. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, Auntie Romoke, Auntie Zainab, Grandpa Godwin. Thank you so much for having me here. When Auntie Romoke told me that I'm going to be speaking at this event today, I was surprised. But then I always told her that any event that she has and she needs my support, I'm going to support her 100%. So Grandpa Godwin has really talked about a lot of things about nutrition, and I'm going to also be giving my own take on this. Thank you, Auntie Romoke, for introducing me.
Thank you so much for honoring us with your presence. We are so grateful. And we are happy to have you. I'm personally excited to have you. I don't know about others, but I am excited. I know others are too. Thank you so much.
I was taken away by her beauty first. Then when she spoke now, as in, I know that she's loaded. So it's beauty and brain, and I'm just so excited to hear from her. Thank you so much for honoring Gifty.
And you are going to be learning a lot from her. Trust me. Gifty, I have a question. Okay, I actually have like 2 or 3 questions that I want to ask you before our audience will go ahead and ask you theirs. We've been talking about stress relieving foods, how they can help us, how to recognize them, and which of them we should opt for to live healthier and happier. I know you like people living healthier and happier, and then I know you are the right person to answer this question. How does this diet impact stress levels? We know we've been talking about how they can help reduce the stress, but we would like to know more how they actually impact the stress levels. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Auntie Romoke. So diet really plays a significant role in managing stress and increasing stress. Yes, diet can help you to manage stress levels, and diet can also help you to increase stress levels. That is 50-50. It's either it helps you or it will help you to increase your stress level. Now, everyone knows stress. Today, I'm so certain that someone in this call now said, I'm stressed, I am tired. In fact, it's really a common problem, especially for anybody who has his or her hands on something. You're a busy individual, you're a founder. In fact, you're busy, you're occupied. Somehow along the line, you will say, I am tired. Now, before I begin, I would like to enlighten us on 3 types of stress that can occur maybe in our daily lives. The first one is acute stress. It is caused by a brief event. Like when you're having an argument with someone, that can cause you acute stress. Or when you get stuck in traffic, you might be like, what is this? Which kind of traffic is this? You get to complain every time. That is acute stress. Now, the other one is acute episodic stress, which is caused by frequent acute events. Like you have different events occurring at the same time. When you have work deadlines to meet, it gives you acute episodic stress. Now, the last one is chronic stress. This one is very persistent. Like it happens when you have persistent events like job loss, you get to think about it. You lose a loved one, you're thinking about it. Caused by mental abuse, substance abuse, all these things could lead to chronic stress. And when it gets to chronic stress, we are at risk to having lots of diseases like cardiovascular diseases and all that. Now, before I begin, your diet can impact in your stress levels. There are some diets that can help you to improve your stress levels, and there are some that can help you to manage your stress levels. The first one, I'm going to be talking about the diets that increase your stress levels. Now, these are mainly processed foods. These are mainly things that are not natural. Let me just put it that way. Anything that is not natural. Like I always tell people that anything that takes your body, or anything that is not natural, that takes your body from the way it functions to another way. Just like when people say, I drink energy drinks to become energetic, I want to have more energy. That is a sign that this is not good for me. Something that can make my body is not natural, but it makes my body to move from a point A to a point B. There is a problem. Now, added sugar and refined carbohydrates. Here I'm talking about cookies, cakes, sugary drinks, and some overly processed carbohydrates like white bread. I'm not saying white bread is an enemy. Before some people will say, Gifty, you want to kill me with white bread. Truly, on different social media platforms, I've seen people say, don't eat white bread, don't eat white bread this, white bread that. But sincerely, white bread is not the enemy. How are you eating this white bread that we are talking about? Are you someone who is always taking white bread morning, afternoon, night? You're on white bread, or you're on processed carbs. Ice cream is not good, but then it doesn't make you not to enjoy ice cream when you want to eat it, right? That's by the way. Now, these added sugars and refined carbohydrates, they increase your stress level because they lead to rapid increase in your blood sugar levels. These processed foods, they have high glycemic index. Now, someone will say, what is high glycemic index? Glycemic index is a table that shows you how a food either increases your sugar level or decreases your sugar level. And most times, foods that are overly processed, foods that are not in their raw states, they are categorized as foods with high glycemic index because they cause a quick spike in your blood sugar level. Then you can imagine when someone says, I'm at work and my colleague just fainted. Maybe that sudden faint might be the person just ate something that really increased their blood sugar level at that moment. So everything is not your village people. You might have eaten something that really disorganized your system. Now, sugary drinks. These sugary drinks, they really cause harm to us. I'm not saying that you cannot have all these things, but then the problem is, which quantity are you eating it? A little story. Back then in school, I had this classmate that she doesn't stay without taking Fanta like 3 times in a day. When you have someone who takes Fanta 3 times in a day, how will that person, like, imagine it. How would the person's wounds even heal fast? How would the person's body rejuvenate fast? How would the cells turn over fast when you're loading your body with sugar? Now, the second thing that increases stress level is caffeine. Caffeine leads to an overstimulation of our bodies. Now, caffeine is, at least nobody say don't take caffeine. One thing with all these things are like, I'm taking it, but am I taking it the right way? Am I doing it the right way? So instead of you to drink it and overdrink it, it's better you don't even take it at all. Caffeine can even disrupt your sleep. Back then in school, when it's time for exams, you see them, they are taking Coca-Cola with caffeine, coffee, for them to keep their eyes open. Your eyes that God said, even God rested on the 7th day, right? Then what about us? When you read, can't you just sleep? They will say no, they will not sleep. They will take caffeine, and now it disrupts their sleep. You start having chronic headaches, your body just breaks down. You will not say, I've been stressed during exam, but no, it's what you have been taking. Please don't joke with your sleep. Sleep is very important, and it's one thing that helps you to regulate stress whenever you're stressed. Now, another thing that is not good, fried foods. Fried foods increase stress levels. How do I mean? Fried foods are so high in trans fats. Trans fat comes from fried foods especially. So when you have these trans fats, it keeps your body at risk to cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, all those things, insulin resistance, because you're not giving your body what it needs. Our body needs things that can help it to be energetic, to be alive, to be refreshed, right? So we have to take things that keep our body refreshed. And note that all these foods that are overly processed, they take time to break down. So when these kinds of food are in your body, it will take time for it to come down. And some of us, we don't even know that our foods are taking time to break down. You just ate now. In less than 2 minutes again or 3 minutes, you're already loading your body with another food. In less than 3 to 4 minutes again, you're already eating again. Thereby, you're overloading your gut. After that, your gut health becomes weak. You start having a lot of diseases. You start having a lot of bowel diseases, digestive indigestion, you're bloating, and you feel like it's your village people. It's not your village people. Your lifestyle is wrong. You need to change a lot of things that you eat. Now, these are the 3 things that are really revolving around increasing stress levels. Now, let me go to foods that can help to improve stress levels. Now, foods that can help to improve stress levels. Grandpa Godwin has said lots of them. And you need food that can help to provide your body with the right energy. You're eating food, but are you getting the right source of energy? You're eating food. Are you getting the right amount of nutrients that you need? I am eating. I am taking in this thing. Am I eating the right thing? That's what you should ask yourself. It's not about every time I'm eating. Whenever your friends call you, I'm eating, oh, I'm eating. But what are you eating? Have you asked yourself, Gifty, what am I eating? Now you have to eat the right foods for your body to manage stress. Because somehow we cannot really avoid stress because we are always working. Once that cortisol is released in high amounts, at some point, you're weak. Your body needs to be rejuvenated. Now, what do you need to rejuvenate your body? You need high quality proteins. You need high quality foods. Proteins are really important. At least when we're learning nutrition, you can see that protein, carbs, and fats, they are the 3 most important macronutrients that your body needs. Now, which kind of protein are you eating? You need to get enough protein. Even when you go to the gym and you want to build muscles, for those that like going to the gym, they'll tell you eat foods that are high in protein because they can help you to build the right amount of body muscle mass that you need. Now, the proteins include eggs, fatty fish like salmon, tuna fish, and lean proteins like chicken, turkey. In fact, there are lots of proteins. But now, how are you eating the proteins? That's what I always say. You're eating food. How are you eating them? Eggs are so nutritious. See, if you don't have money to buy chicken, you don't have money to buy turkey, you don't have money to buy salmon, please leverage on eggs. Eggs have about, I can't even count, about 40 something types of nutrients. It has leucine, it has vitamin B, it has vitamin D, in fact, it has literally all the vitamins. Eggs are so nutritious. So when you don't have time to buy things, you can buy eggs and eat eggs, boiled eggs, or you can stir fry any way you want to eat it, but then you have to eat eggs. Now, lean proteins like chicken, turkey, they are important. Now, another food that can help to boost or manage stress is teas, natural teas. Natural teas are very, very important for you. Natural teas like chamomile. Chamomile helps you to reduce stress. Chamomile is very important. You can buy chamomile teas from the market, peppermint teas, even green teas. Green teas, you can leverage on green teas. Green teas are important. You can take green teas to manage stress. Probiotics. Probiotics is another type of food that you can take to help your body. Now you can take fermented foods like probiotics. Probiotics can help to increase that important bacteria that your body needs in your digestive system. Now, if you can't buy all these expensive supplements that can give you probiotics, you can go for Greek yogurts, you can go for yogurts. They are good and they are rich in probiotics. It helps to heal your gut health. Now, fermented foods are also good. Now, when you're thinking of fermented foods, I know some of us know this secret. Secret is good, but if you can't buy cabbage, you can take fufu. Fufu is good. Fufu is even is a fermented food. But then, if you're eating fufu, how are you eating the fufu to just get the right nutrients, right? So you have to eat them in the right amount to give you the right nutrients that you need. Okay, I'm going to be going also high fiber foods like fruits and vegetables, whole grains like oats. Can also get high fiber foods from chia seeds, all these nuts and seeds, just like Grandpa Godwin said. They are so rich in fiber and they can help your gut health. The fourth one, foods that are high in magnesium. Magnesium is a key nutrient when it comes to stress reduction. It helps you with your sleep and it can even help you to reduce anxiety. So where can you find magnesium? You can find magnesium in leafy green vegetables, just like Grandpa Godwin said. You can find it in kale, you can find it in spinach, you can find it in all these leafy greens that we find in the market, even the ugu that we have here in Nigeria. You can eat those vegetables to stay fine. Okay, now foods that are also rich in vitamin D. Vitamin D will help you to manage stress, just like Grandpa Godwin said. Vitamin D will help you to manage stress, anxiety, and also depression. Now you can find vitamin D in dairy products like eggs, fatty fish like salmon. In fact, you can find it in also dairy products. So when you take these things, you can see that food that you eat can also kill you and also make you to live healthier. Now the choice is yours. What am I going to take? Am I going for those ones that are going to reduce stress, or am I going for those ones that will help me to manage stress and live healthier? Thank you, Auntie Romoke. I think I'm done with this particular question.
Wow, you have done justice to the question. I know a lot of people must have put so many things down. You did not only just go peripheral, you dive deep into it, in which I have been able to write a lot of things. And I know so many other people, they have gotten a lot of value from what you have shared. I know that a lot of people, they look at stress as one of those things. And I'm happy you're able to break it down and then tell us about the 3 stages of stress: the acute episode, and the chronic ones. So when a lot of people are going through the acute ones, which is normal, I'll say it's normal because, as in one way or the others, we must see something that will stress us out. Like, why is this happening? We should not allow it to be the episode one. So once you start allowing it to be the episode one, then you are going to the 3rd stage, which is the chronic one. I pray we don't get there. And that is why we are having this conversation today. Thank you so much for breaking that down. And that we are able to get a lot of the food that can actually increase stress. I love it that you were able to mention a lot of them, processed food in particular. I know I always write about this processed food, and especially on the group that I belong, I'll tell them why processed food is not good, why it is important they should go natural. And I am happy you are saying the same thing, because when we see the food that we are eating when we see it differently, we start being intentional by eating natural food. A lot of things are going to change, and I'm very happy you were able to talk about it. Sugary food, and when I look at the sugary food and all that, I came up with a challenge. It happens bi-monthly to help people keep their sugar intake in check. I did that not because I'm actually consuming sugar. I can tell you the years I stopped consuming sugar, but because I want so many other people to see it from my perspective, to see why consuming a lot of sugar is causing a lot of life-threatening diseases. So I am very happy you mentioned that part too. Sugary food, taking a lot of sugary drinks, carbohydrate, as in refined carbohydrate, fried food. I know we have a lot of people that are guilty of fried food, so we can also do better when it gets that part. So we have this food that can quickly spike the sugar level. When we stay away from them, we are doing our system a lot of good. Thank you so much for all that. And for the foods that can help reduce, I know Grandpa too has mentioned a lot of them, and we have been able to put a lot of them down, especially when you mentioned the fufu part. Some people are laughing in the comment section. I love the fact that you said those foods that we are eating, how are we actually eating them? See, when I started the event, I mentioned it do that. The level we have now is not about just eating. It's about being intentional about what we eat and how we eat them. So how are you eating? See, fufu, a lot of people look at it, it's so high in carbohydrates. But they don't know that there are other benefits to it, in which when you eat it moderately, you are getting the benefits and you are not endangering your health. So thank you for bringing that up. Take fufu, take pap. Grandpa too mentioned the pap water. Pap water, that fermented water, has a lot of benefits. I'm still going to talk about it in the group. I know some of my group members are here and some are not. And we are learning a lot from this food and the high in fiber fruits. So let's keep going. My next question for you. So thank you so much for that. You've really done justice to that question. So my next question for you is, we know that we have to eat this food. But the problem so many people are having is how? What are some examples of this? Okay, let me say, how can we ensure that we are getting enough nutrients in our diets? We know we have to eat these foods. We have mentioned a lot of them. But I know so many people are still having this doubt in their mind that, okay, now that we have these foods, I've written them, how can I eat all of these to be able to get their benefits? Please, I would like you to shed more, like between 5 to 8 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes. Tell us how we can incorporate these foods into our diet to make sure we are eating enough. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Auntie Ramoke, for that question. Now, how are you going to eat this food rightly? Let me tell you, you don't have to overthink it. Like on my page, I always tell people, I'm here to give you those simple ways, the simple tips and tricks that you can use. I'm not going to overbulk it or tell you have to do it this way, or that way. Maybe the way they are doing it online and it looks too big. You're like, how am I going to start? Please start with what you have. Yes, start with what is in your kitchen today. Maybe let's say you cooked rice and you want to eat rice, right? Eat rice. Okay, I want to eat rice in a healthier way. If you normally eat a mountain of rice, start today to say, okay, I don't want to spike up my blood sugar. Let me eat it moderately. Because there's some people, if once you start eating larger portions of food, your system starts stretching. You can never get fulfilled or satisfied if you've not eaten that portion of food you normally eat. That way it became big, you can actually curb it to become smaller, just like you've made it big. So practice mindful eating. Practice mindful eating. Mindfulness is a very big and huge part of health and wellness. If you don't practice mindfulness in a lot of things you do, you're going to have a lot of problems. Now, mindful eating helps you to make better choices. You know that some people, when they are stressed, people respond to stress differently. While some people will lack appetite when they are stressed, others turn to their comfort foods, which are high in sugar and fat for solace, right? Some people will say, Gifty, why do I add weight when I'm stressed? The other person will say, you're even talking, you're adding weight. Me, I lose a lot of weight when I'm stressed. These are two different people, right? So this person manages stress differently. Why this person responds to stress differently? So for you, who you tend to get fat because you're stress eating. So how do you avoid eating stress, like eating with stress? You have to make better choices. Choose nutrient-dense foods that support overall health. Now, what are nutrient-dense foods? Nutrient-dense foods are foods that are power-packed with nutrients. Like I said, eggs, bananas. Banana is another food that is very rich in magnesium. And we're in the season of bananas now. Like anywhere you go, you will see bananas. So try to start with one. Don't say, let me do everything at once. No, start with one. One big change can cause a very big impact. Like one tiny change you do daily can cause a very big impact in your life. So it's better you say, today I'm going to take one banana when I'm eating rice, instead of me to take like 3 spoons of rice like I always take. Let me manage it. You take small, then put your banana by the side, then you put your protein. Now you can see you're mindfully having a balanced diet. That's point one. Now practice slow eating. Slow eating is also a way of mindful eating. When you calm down to savor, you eat bites and take time to enjoy every flavor in your food. You don't have to rush it. Where are you rushing to? Stop rushing food. If you're the kind of person that before 5 minutes you're finished a big bowl of food, that will make you to eat more food, right? So instead of you to do it now, when you're stressed, your blood sugar level is high. Before you know it, you're tired. Because sometimes when you overload your gut, trust me, you might not be able to do anything for that day. And you might not be productive. So practice slow eating. Now, balance your blood sugar levels with foods with low glycemic index, like whole grains, complex carbs like sweet potatoes. This is another food that a lot of people sleep on. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are nutrient dense. They are more nutrient dense than Irish potato. We know that Irish potato does not have taste. And that way, people say, since it does not have taste, that's the one that is better. No, come out. Irish potatoes are not better than sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are very rich in a lot of nutrients. Like it is very nutrient packed. So find yourself eating foods that are low in glycemic index so that you can eat rightly. Choose nutrient-rich foods. If you're someone that loves colors, colorful fruits and vegetables will help you because they contain a lot of vitamins, minerals. They can help you when you're stressed. Colorful fruits like even red bell peppers, they are very rich in vitamin C. Like, now during this Harmattan season, a lot of me myself, I get tired sometimes because of the dryness of the weather. Like when you just go to the market, small walk, you will just walk. Your body is tired, you're weak. So for you to keep yourself rejuvenated, you need these fruits. You need these vitamin-packed fruits to boost your immune system. You can go for colorful fruits and vegetables. You can go for red bell peppers. You can blend them in your smoothies and you're good to go. Please, in this season, you have to eat more of vitamin-rich foods because they help to boost your immune system for all these diseases that are everywhere. A lot of things, running nose, catarrh, fever, all those things that comes with Harmattan because of the bad season, right? And it will help to support stress reduction because I know some of us will travel for X months now. You will walk. You will even forget to drink water. Water, that is something that will help you to manage stress. Please take drinking water seriously. It is very, very important. Now, include food that are rich in vitamin B, found in leafy greens and eggs, just like Grandpa Godwin said. Omega-3 fatty acids, fatty fish, chia seeds. If you cannot find chia seeds, please just eat your fish. Enjoy it. Like he said, he does not really believe in all these canned fish. You can buy fresh fish from the market and enjoy. That way, you're sure of the nutrients you're getting. Now, magnesium, leafy greens and nuts. Nuts are very important. They are nutrient packed. They are nutrient dense. Almond, cashew, groundnut or peanuts that we eat, because groundnuts are also same with peanuts. Almond seeds, you might not, they are very expensive, but if you can afford it, please add it to your diet. Chew them. But then you know that as you're chewing almond now, you want to manage weight. You will now go and finish one pack of almond in one day. That way, you're not helping yourself. You have to take it mindfully, like I said. Now, vitamin C rich fruits, just like citrus fruits, fruits are they are in season now. Oranges are there, papaya is there, pineapple. Whenever I cross fruit markets, you see them. Everywhere is full of colors. So buy and eat. Lastly, if you want to get enough, drink water. I always say it. The benefits of drinking water can never be we cannot overemphasize it enough, because water is key. Even lately, as you're drinking water, it's as if your body is sucking it. So you need to drink a lot of water. But then there is a way for you to know the amount of water to drink. You know that too much of everything is bad. I'm saying drink water. I'm not saying you should now finish 1 drum of water. No. Sometimes when they tell you people to do this one, you not overdo. Please don't overdo. You can check your weight. With your weight, divide it by 2. The amount you get in pounds is the amount of water you're supposed to be drinking daily. Yes. Now, there's a hack I normally teach when you want to get all these things in check. You have your full plate now to eat. You divide it into 2. The other part, the larger part, that's 50-50. The one with the biggest part that has 50 is where you can load your vegetables. You can go with cucumber. Cucumber is very cheap. Now, you can buy it. Even 1 cucumber is enough for you. You will use that cucumber and fill that part of the plate. Now, the other part, you now divide it into 2 quarters. The first quarter will have your rice, your beans, your whole grains. Enjoy. Now, the other part will have your protein, eggs, fish, anything. Then your water by the side. Then you can even have your fruits in fact, when you eat this, your body is fueled. You're giving your body that amount of food it needs to keep you healthy. Even as a productive person, even as a busy person, you're working and you have the right amount of energy that you need. Whenever you're tired, you rest a bit, do 1 or 2 stress management exercises, then you're fit again. You start working. You don't have to break down always for you to know that it's time to take care of yourself. Now, another thing, the last thing I will say is that we cannot really get these nutrients in all the foods we eat. Why? Because the nutrients keep depleting. Maybe from the farm to your house, some nutrients are already going out, right? From your kitchen, when you peel the back, like yam, fruits like yam, potatoes, most times it's better to cook it with the back, because that is where that particular part is where the nutrients are loaded. Now, when you cook them with the back, you can now peel, right? But then as you cook it as well, the nutrients are reducing. You see, if there are like 70% of nutrients in one food, as you've cooked it, the nutrients is also reducing. So what do? Supplement. Supplement with supplements. That's why it's called supplements, because they help you to supplement. You can buy them in the market, like ascorbic acid or vitamin C is in the market. You can get it in capsules. Vitamin E, antioxidants is there in the market for you. Probiotics is there in the market for you. A lot of supplements are available. All you need to do is get a good brand, then make sure you take them regularly to boost your immune system and to stay energized. I think this is where I'm going to end in this particular session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Get supplement, but don't just go and buy in the market. It is risky to just take anything you see in the market. You can consult the experts to guide you on which one or which brand is good. Going for a supplement is great, but getting the organic one is greater. Wow, this is another loaded response from our dear Gifty. She mentioned mindful eating. Are you practicing mindful eating? Are you eating slowly? You see, eating is different from eating slowly. Then this whole thing, you don't need to do everything we are saying at the same time. Start small, start slow, take baby steps. This will you will keep improving and your health will keep improving. Eat balanced diets. Eat vitamin-packed fruit, like she said. And she gave us the tricks on how to load your plate with these vitamin and mineral-rich foods that we can eat to nourish our body. She mentioned red pepper. That's a great one. Adding red pepper, green pepper, and yellow bell pepper to your dish is very, very smart. I agree with her. These are loaded informations. Drink water. Water, they say, is life. It's not just life. Water is what we need to survive. Please don't sleep on water. Drink a lot of water. Then
Thank you.
supplements. Someone wanted to say something. I had someone talking.
No,
All
it's
right.
me. It's me who was saying I'm back. Thank you.
Okay, ma. Welcome, ma.
Welcome back, man.
Yes, ma. We are happy to have you back. And all these loaded information, they are for us to go back to and start acting on them. Please don't just write them. Go back to them and start doing something, as in a step at a time, and you keep improving. My last question for you, Gifty, is: can a nutrient-dense or nutrient deficiency contribute to stress level? I would like you to answer this question within 2-3 minutes. Can someone with nutrient deficiency experience more stress, or it doesn't have any impact on the stress level?
Okay, thank you. Yes, someone with a nutrient deficiency can experience stress. It's just like we've mentioned foods that are rich in magnesium, foods that are rich in zinc, foods that are rich in vitamin C, all these antioxidants. Now imagine when someone does not have this in their body. Just like magnesium is very high in helping us to manage stress. If I'm magnesium deficient, what happens to me? I'm always having headache. I'm always saying I'm very, very tired. I'm always lying down. My leg is always paining me. I cannot walk well. These are the symptoms. When you see it, you're already experiencing oxidative stress, but you don't know it until you fall sick. Most times we're always waiting for when we fall sick. That's when we will know, okay, that I'm already not feeling fine. Oh, let me now go and treat myself. But that is not the case. Notice all these little, once your body gives you a negative sign, know that there is a problem. Know that it's either you're not eating rightly, know that it's either something is missing in your body. Like there's a lady that I attended her live session sometime, and she was saying that she was having constant headache. She's always having headache. And it's not that she's doing any big thing. It's just that the headache keeps coming back. She's going to take para. It keeps coming back. And para is not even a solution to headache. I always say it. Because a lot of us have abused paracetamol. A lot of us have abused it to the extent that our body is now paracetamol resistance, right? Because any small thing we are running to para. Or is para your problem? No. Check your lifestyles. Maybe you're always listening to loud music. Your nerves are tired to hear loud music. You start to develop headache and brain fog, right? All these things, they add to your stress levels, but you don't recognize them until you fall sick and your body is hot, you now say, okay, I'm sick, let me go and treat malaria. That's another issue. Now, zinc is another thing that when you notice it in your body, it can come off in ladies, maybe through acne, through all this hormonal imbalance, especially acne, rough face, rough skin. Myself, when I'm really, really stressed, I notice it from my skin. My skin starts to purge. I start having all these breakouts and everything. That's a sign. Give tea rest. That's a sign. Give tea rest. Maybe you're seeing it, but you're saying, maybe this. What is your body is telling you, please rest. You're already stressed. So I don't know if we understand what I'm saying. Look at those signs in your body. It means maybe you're nutrient deficient. At that particular time, you might be lacking zinc. Because if you notice, to treat acne in women or even in men, they always recommend, all these dermatologists will always recommend zinc. Take zinc, either zinc supplements or foods that are high in zinc. Now, when you're vitamin C deficient, it starts showing in your body. You start having all these you start having bloody gums. You start having your tongue you start having all these things in your mouth, scurvy and all that. Your body is giving you a sign. Check yourself. Something is missing. Please check yourself. But most of us, we don't like, we see the signs, but we don't listen to our body. No, we don't listen to our body. See, the same way nature works, that maybe you have to listen to your boss to know what your boss wants. It's the same way our body needs that same attention too. Your body will be telling you, please check yourself. Like in women, when you're stressed, you will notice that sometimes you might not see your period for that month, because your hormones are already imbalanced. They are tired. They are telling you, please, can you find rest? Even when you're not sleeping rightly, your body starts giving you a sign that you should check yourself. So know when your body is telling you, Gifty, you're stressed. Amina, you're stressed. Check yourself. That way, you know that something is missing. Now, there are other deficient stuff. Maybe when you're also vitamin B deficient, like thiamine. For children, you start noticing most of them, they have this ADHD. For kids, they don't focus rightly in school. A lot of things that come with it, this kwashiorkor, beriberi, all these vitamin B deficiencies. Check yourself. Check yourself. Your body is giving you a sign. Please check yourself. And most times it comes with muscle fatigue. Once you start having unnecessary muscle fatigue, your body is asking you for something. Maybe magnesium, vitamin D as well, calcium, because most times anything that is related to the bone is related to vitamin D. Your body is telling you, have you given me enough vitamin D this period? Are you eating well? And that's why most times I don't really encourage people that don't know how to do intermittent fasting, because if you don't know how to do it rightly, you are suffering your body. You're suffering your body. Your body will give you lots of signs even when you're fasting, but no, because you want to do intermittent fasting, you don't know the right way to do it. Now your body is giving you signs. Just like muscle loss, a lot of people experience muscle loss during intermittent fasting because they're not eating rightly. So intermittent fasting can help you, but it can also cause a lot of harm to your body, right? So when you notice muscle fatigue and you're stressed, know that your body is lacking vitamin D, is lacking calcium. You need to load your body with what it needs at that moment. At that time, it's not beer that you need, because most of us, whenever we are stressed, we want to unstress with or distress with food and distress with or alcohol or beer, right? At that point, it's not what you need. Sometimes when you're stressed, what you just need is to refill your body with water. Do you know that there's a kind of headache I can have? All I need is to take a walk from point A to point B, then drink water. My body will come back. It's as if my cells will just wake up. At that point, I don't need to start taking a lot of things for me to stand up. I just need, my body might be telling me, your body needs water. When last did you take water? Please drink water. Or take a walk, stretch. Your bones are weak. So all these things are signs that your body will give you. And then you will say, I'm stressed, or there are some things that are happening to me. Sometimes when you're bloated, it means that you're stressed. There are some women, they notice bloating when they are stressed. So you should check yourself. know the signs your body gives you when you're stressed, and always try to feed it immediately so that it doesn't become something worse at that point. Even sometimes your eyes might be telling you, I'm stressed. Your eyes can tell you you're stressed, but no, you will not drop your phone and sleep. You will keep pressing that phone till you run down the battery. When your eyes is already telling you, I'm weak, you start tearing. Even when you're using your phone, your eyes is stressed. Why not keep your phone down? But we just tend to not listen to these signs. So I feel like I've answered some of these questions, especially when it comes to vitamin B deficiency, zinc deficiency, magnesium deficiency,
Yes,
vitamin C
you did.
deficiency.
You
So
did. Yes. Thank you so much. You did. Please leave some emojis because she has been able to answer this question has been beyond my expectation. Yes, our stress level, Abi, nutrient deficiency can actually spike stress level in us, especially we have to listen to our body. Listen to our body to know when we need to take a break, when we need to distress, when we need to eat more of the fruits that can help us to reduce this stress. And we should not forget to have a good sleep. Sleeping is part of the way that can help you to actually calm your body and soul. When you sleep, there are a lot of things that are happening in which can help your body to start functioning well. In case you don't know, there are some tips that you will know that, okay, my body is stressed. Some people, unfortunately, do not know that they are stressed. And that is even the worst scenario, because when your body is communicating with you, like Gift said, and you are ignoring those signs, you are ignoring those things that your body is telling you, notice this, see this, try this is happening, and you are ignoring them, you are going from one stage of the stress to another. So what are these tips to know that you are actually stressed, in order for you to watch out for them and be able to take the proper step towards distressing and taking care of yourself? Your digestive system will change, like she said. Some people experience bloating. Some people have indigestion. Some people, they have diarrhea. These are signs that your body is stressed. Some people, they have difficult sleeping. Insomnia is a sign that you are stressed and you need to rest and fortify your body with food that can help you to recover as soon as possible. Whenever you have weak immune system, you are prone to any kind of diseases and air radical and so many other things that comes your way. So there are food and fruits that can help fortify your immune system. Like you can be having cold, flus frequently. These are signs that your body is communicating with you that, my dear, you need stress. You need rest. You are stressed. Some people, it is rapid heart rate and breathing that is their own sign. Whenever you are having these symptoms, you should know that, oh, okay, I am stressed. I need rest. Like she said, whenever I have breakouts on my face, because I don't normally have them, I know that I am stressed, as in extremely stressed, and I need to take a break. I need to take it cool, as in just calm down and rest. Eat food that will help me and I'll be okay. Another one is high blood pressure. When your blood pressure keep rising unnecessarily, it is a sign that your body is stressed and you need to take care of yourself. How many people here are checking their blood pressure? As in, even if it is weekly, in 2 weeks or monthly. This is part of you taking care of yourself. You don't need to wait until you break down before you can do these things. Some people, they can even buy it and keep it in their house and check occasionally and every time in order to be sure that you are okay. Anxiety is a sign that you are stressed. Mood swing is a sign that you are stressed. Another one is feeling overwhelmed, as in when you are overwhelmed so many times, as in if small thing happen and then your reaction to it is something else. It means that you are responding to stress. When you have trouble concentrating on something, it is a sign that you are stressed. When you are finding yourself withdrawing socially from the people that you are always comfortable with, it is a sign that you are stressed. Depression is the worst scenario. And I don't pray anybody gets that before they will realize that they are stressed and they need to take care of themselves. I will give the mic back to my darling co-host because Madam Selena is back and we would like to conclude with her. Zainab, you have the floor. Thank you very much for.
Thank you so much. I was enjoying listening and writing down all this information because it's a lot to take in. Thank you so much, Gifty, for dealing with those questions accordingly. You have really done great. Thank you so much. I must say that my expectations you have delivered above my expectations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so Ma'am Selena, it's so great to have you back. So great to have you back. So before I asked you to introduce yourself to the audience the other time, you wanted to give an overview of the topic. Okay, so I would allow you to do that, but I'd like to drop you my questions. Let me give you my questions so that you
Right.
might you might touch it along the line, so we'll avoid repetition. All right, ma'am. Okay, so I have three questions. So I'm going to wrap it together into one. Okay, so the first thing is that is it possible for me to combine a healthy diet with other stress reduction techniques like meditation, yoga, um, breathing exercises, right?
Mhm.
And then that's one. The second thing is if you could enlighten us with some common dietary mistakes that we all make that can worsen our stress. And the last one is how it is possible to overcome emotional eating and use food as a tool for stress management instead of just consuming food because you are stressed. So those are my three questions. So I know you will find a way to wrap it around your introduction and everything. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, we have heard so much about, like the causes of stress. I mean, for those who were not there when I introduced myself and I disappeared, I'm Selena Cheshire, a mother of two, a grandmother of three, the next one on the way, the fourth one. And I am proudly a queen of empty nesters. So I love just, going to pick them up and drop them up down at their parents' house. And then I come home to my house free. And now I am doing what I want and what I love doing. I love sharing life stories. I love sharing health ways of living. That's my motto. I really am passionate about seeing you girls and boys growing young in your 50s. So I'll be 60 early next year. So I'm inviting you to my birthday. But I'm so grateful to God because I was stressed. I was depressed. It was because of not caring after myself, not eating well, a lot of stuff were going around my life, and I didn't realize that. When I had cancer, I thought, God, what happened? Why me? But as I pursued and researched, it wasn't because of why me. It was because I wasn't really taking good care of myself, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So there's so many, like 3 main types of stress, but I will just mention them. I won't say much about them. Then it's just like there's acute, chronic stress, which is persistent events like unemployment from a job loss, physical or mental abuse, substance abuse, or family conflict. Many of us may experience a combination of these 3. It's the 3 is what? Okay, in every acute, a brief event such as heated argument or getting stuck in a traffic jam. Acute episode, that's frequent acute, such as work deadlines, and chronic stress, which is persistent. Sometimes you don't even realize that when you are at work and you are facing the deadline, you want to push yourself, you are stressing yourself. That's not right. If you can't change it, don't stress yourself. Take it easy. And because the hormones, those which are released, instigate several actions within seconds, pumping blood and oxygen quickly into the cells, quickening the heart rate, and increasing mental alertness. It's like in the olden days, this rapid response was needed to quickly escape a dangerous situation, like our grandfathers used to use that. It was a fight of a predator. It was like fight or flight. And it caused a lot of, that stuff of worry, stress. But a long time ago, people were not like us. They were always on the move. So it didn't really, really matter. So now I'm talking about, like combining diet with stress reduction techniques. You can combine with meditation or yoga. Practice mindful eating. What do I call mindful eating? That's incorporate mindfulness techniques from meditation into your meals. When you are eating, when you are chewing, take your time. Focus on the food you are eating. Chew it slowly and savor each bite. Enjoy each bite. There is no rush. You don't need to rush through your food. Prepare nutrient-dense meals. That's my second point. Choose whole, natural foods. We've heard that from previous speakers. Rich in stress-fighting nutrients like vitamins C, B vitamins, and magnesium. I know people were emphasizing on those. It's not just for the mentioning of it. Plan balanced meals. Start your day with a protein-rich breakfast, which includes lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, and healthy fats in your meals. I know we love bacon, we love a lot of fried things, and I don't think those are very healthy. Just a short story I want to share with you. It was Saturday? Saturday, I went to my daughter's, and then the husband was going to prepare bacon. He was preparing bacon. It was in the air fryer. I didn't see it, but I could smell it. And for me, bacon is the worst food one can put in their bodies. You don't know what, if you can research on what makes bacon, you tell me about it. So being who I am, I just said, do you know how bad bacon is to your health? And my daughter was very protective over the husband. Oh, Mom, he knows that. Oh, he does that because it was the husband who was doing it. I couldn't contain my anger. I'm sorry, because, it's like, it's not healthy for you. Why are you doing it? It's like you want to pick up somebody and tear that person apart. Say, look after yourself. You've got a responsibility. You've got kids which needs you. But anyway, I just walked out and left. They didn't talk to me for part of the day. I didn't bother. I just thought, okay, fine. I want them to realize how important it is. It's crucial just to look after your body, to eat a well-balanced meal. I heard somebody saying, drink a lot of water, plenty of water, which can help manage stress levels. The other thing, combine relaxation with nutrition. Try having a cup of black tea with your yoga or meditation session to enhance stress recovery. When you are busy doing your meditation, have your glass. I always find people saying, have a glass of water. There is what they call emotional eating. There are common dietary mistakes that can worsen stress, and that includes skipping meals. I know students, when they're busy studying, they're busy, they want to go to the gym, they want to do A, B, C, D. They just said, okay, I'll eat later when I come back. I'm not saying the young ones are the only ones who do, but even adults will do that. This can lead to blood sugar fluctuation and increased stress. Overconsumption of caffeine, excessive coffee or caffeine intake can increase anxiety and disrupt sleep. Relying on processed or fast foods, these often lack essential nutrients and contribute to inflammation. Oh, my body is being inflamed. I don't know what's happening when we are not eating well. Processed food, baked beans, we will love that. KFC, they don't care. They just want money. Then there is emotional eating, turning to food as a coping mechanism. It can also lead to unhealthy eating patterns. Inadequate hydration. Not drinking enough water can exacerbate stress symptoms. To overcome emotional eating and use foods as a tool of stress management, you need to have practical mindful eating. I said, pay attention to your hunger cues and eat slowly. Choose stress-busting foods, which incorporates foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like fatty fish and complex carbohydrates. Sweet potatoes. We all have, I know Africans, I buy sweet potatoes every day. I eat sweet potatoes because they are good for me. Having healthy meals ready can prevent impulsive eating during especially stressful times. Include a variety of nutrients in each meal to support overall health and stress management. Now, when you are stressed or you feel you are stressed or whatever the food you eat, I ask you, can't you just do some dancing in the house if you don't want to go out? Walk in nature. Those are the same things. It makes you connect to nature. you are really going to enjoy that, after eating, I want that food to just be moving into my body. And nature does it wonderfully. I haven't been going out for a walk for a few days because of the cold, but I love it. This morning I had to walk to the shops. My husband thought I was going to, to drive, but I thought, no, I need to walk. It was cold, but still I needed to have that, to walk around. I found it, like getting things which are my supplements, which can help me live well, live healthy. Those things, they're necessary for us. If we can't get, we can grow our own food. Like you guys, those who are in Africa, you are really blessed because you can grow a small piece backyard, grow some vegetables. That's if you are stressed. That's another way of healing stress. You are grounding yourself to the soil. You are working with the soil. We are part of that soil. You are reconnecting, getting the, like the minerals from the soil. Even if you do it barefooted, that's good for you because you are connecting with your true being. You are really doing it for you, not for anybody else. Eat regularly. Your brain needs glucose to work at its best. So feed it regularly, like you feed your Instagram feed, your LinkedIn feed. Stock up on nutrients-dense snacks. Like prepare for stressful times by having health snacks on hand. I heard somebody talking about peanuts, cashew nuts. Those are necessary. Even the, pumpkin seeds. They're very good as well for you. Stock with that. I spoke about oranges. No, not oranges. Oranges, they are high in vitamins. So you need to have those. They can help you curb stress hormones. So when life gives you lemons, eat an orange instead. Don't think, okay, lemons. Yes, lemons, they've got their own uses. I drink water with lemon every morning. It's good for prostate cancer, to prevent prostate cancer, especially for men, if you drink lemon water in the morning, every day. I think I introduced it to my husband. Now he has been drinking it, for several years. Though he didn't want anything to do with, something. But once he studied it, I told him what I had studied, and I've seen some people giving testimonies about it. He started doing it. Try, it's just like, it's not just about looking good in your selfies. It's about feeling good too. So next time you are stressed, take a deep breath, do a yoga pose, and reach for a health snack. Your body, your mind, and Instagram followers will thank you. Now, who's ready for mindful eating of kale chips, sweet potato chips, of fish, to small fish? I love those. A lot of veggies. It sounds, sometimes you might say, okay, I sound like your mom. Log of your veggies. But fruits and vegetables also contains vitamins and minerals that work to neutralize harmful molecules and produce They're produced when you are under stress. Get your omega-3. These are found in fatty fish like salmon. This can be prevented, prevent surge in stress hormones. It's like I'm just beating from, because a lot of people have been spoken. Have I answered your question, Zainab?
Yes, you have answered my question and more. Honestly, that information is loaded. Like you have said it all. Load yourself with all you need, all the nutrients that you need to combat stress. And when your body is giving you the signs, you need to eat. That's all what it boils down to. Thank you so much, Mama. I was just about to say, wow, wow, wow. But unfortunately, you have to leave the room. You have to leave the room to go to the chat, make a comment. So if you got value from what Selena has shared, kindly drop an emoji in the chat box, and now you can ask your question. So if you would like to unmute, or you would like to just type your questions, whichever one is okay. So if you want to unmute, kindly unmute and ask your questions before our speakers leave. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us. Thank you so much, Mom Janice. I appreciate your presence here. Okay, Gifty has locked off. Okay, so if you have questions from Mom Selena, kindly type them in the box in the comment section. Honestly, LinkedIn has spoiled us. it's so okay.
Like in life, when you are young, you think you have it all. Guys, get it from me. Look after yourself. Take care of yourself, your mind, your body, your spirit, your everything. I really I detoxify. I force myself to go to the toilet. I have to get something which can cleanse my body. Because when I was going through chemotherapy, a lot of chemicals were in my body. I had, because it's chemicals. I used to ask the doctors, one of them, when they what do you call it, administer chemotherapy, they wear gloves up to the knee, ankle, what do you call it? There's long gloves. They wear aprons after aprons. They wear goggles, big ones, so that no chemical can go near them. So I used to ask this doctor, I said, no, the way you come to me is so scary. If your wife or your daughter has cancer, or yourself has cancer, will you allow them to give you chemotherapy? He said, no, I would never allow it near my kids, near my family. And I said, why do you give people then? Because that's what the government prescribes. And you know what? It's money. It's money. That's 15,000 K for me being treated.
Wow.
So it's like the doctors, the pharmaceuticals, they're in business. So once you are going that way, it's like even diabetes. Diabetes can be cured through good eating. But they still want to give you things which can keep them in business. So if
You're
you
very
don't want,
right, ma.
if
You're
you
very
don't,
right.
if you
And
don't
they will
want,
not like this kind of conversation, because they know that the more people have the knowledge about these things, the more they will be going down with their earnings.
yeah.
You're very right.
I mean, I'm talking from experience. When they said when they had finished administering that to me, they said, oh, there's small traces of cancer left in your body. So we need you to have radiotherapy. They wanted another 15,000 from me. They had it chemotherapy, 15,000. They couldn't administer more. So they thought if I agreed to go for radiotherapy, it's another 15,000. I said, no. That's when God had said to me, you're already healed. And he had enlightened on Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And I said, no, let me go this way. Let me try this path. And I tried it. Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 4. It was healed. I am free. But okay, do I just need to sit and say I'm free? No. I have to look after myself now. If you see me walking with my daughter, you'll think we are sisters. Because
Wow.
I look after myself.
Wow,
I don't
that was great.
remove the toxins. Even the soap you wash with, this, shower gels, be very careful. The spray you use on yourself, the air fresheners you use, they are good, but do you really know what they're doing to your skin? Love yourself and treat it well. It will take you far. Thank you so much.
Wow. Thank you so much. There is a lot of take home from what we shared, and we are very happy. Our time is fast spent, and then we recognize the presence of the people that are still here with us today. Jennifer, thank you so much. Kerubo, thank you so much for sticking around. You've been here from the beginning, and you are still here. We appreciate you. Thank you. I actually, though I did not announce it on my post, but I will be gifting people an ebook today. An ebook that will help us to focus more on our diet. I know there will be a lot of things that you are going to be taking away from the ebook, and I will be happy to share it with some people today. Since we have about 30 something on this group and we have only 9 people that joined, is okay. And the 9 people that joined are going to be getting the ebook from me today. The ebook is about eating healthy breakfasts. When you start your breakfast the right way, it's going to help a lot of things about you achieving your aim, your goals for that. I have numerous healthy breakfast ideas and recipes that people from all around the world can benefit from. So it's not only Nigeria. But I know my Nigerian people, they will be like, hey, there are some of them we cannot get. There are some of them that are very expensive. I got you covered. I also have Nigerian breakfast, like healthy Nigerian breakfast you can opt for and eat healthy to have a productive day. You will love this one. And I am going to be giving it out free of charge. I put a lot of work in there. I did a lot of research. It took me time. It's something that I can do and decide to sell. But I will be giving it out as a token of my thank you for your support throughout the year. To the people that care to show up today. So I am happy to make that announcement. And before we run,
Wow, that announcement is just, the icing on the cake for this beautiful event, like this value-filled event. Thank you so much for
yes,
this opportunity.
yes,
And
we
you know
all
what,
need to
funny?
get it right. Yes.
Marcelina also just dropped that she has a gift as well. Just oh my God, this is so
Yes,
interesting.
this is
Okay,
interesting.
I will allow her mention it and tell
Yeah.
us how. Okay,
I
I'm okay.
will,
You're here to tell us how to access this gift, how our guests can access this
Yes.
gift.
I will
Okay,
Yes.
send
please
mine to
go
Romoke. I'll
ahead.
All
share.
right,
Okay,
mom.
okay.
Please.
Cycle of
All
life.
right.
I'll just
All
explain
right.
a bit. Cycle of life is just like where you have 12 things which work around your life. If if you are stressed, if you are not happy about your education, because it will be a cycle, you put a mark at the end. where you don't feel fulfilled. I mean, not at the middle where you don't feel fulfilled. But if you feel, okay, my love life is excellent, you put it at the edge, so that it's complete. When you want, it's like, okay, your house, your environment, you're not happy with your environment, put the stick, the mark at the middle. Then you have to act on that. What are you eating? You put a mark on that, and then work on it. As you work on it, then you will find a way of doing it. You'll find everything is changing, and you're going to help yourself.
Wow, I'm so
Then the
excited.
food, I was just reminded by Romek when you talk about, breakfast. It's just like, okay, what you need to eat. The greens, the yellows, the reds. So I'll just send it to you, Romek. Thank you.
All right, now we have double gift in the house.
It's a double gift. Wow.
Yeah, I want to
Please
also
just say hi to me, and
the
I'll send you the link. Yes.
The ebook.
Oh, we can't hear you again. Are you still there?
I said I would love it, the ebook as well.
Yes, I will send it to you. Sure, I will send it to you. So I will send it to you. All my speakers will get it as well. And all the people here today, they are going to get it. And those people that already left or they were here earlier today, they are also going to get this gift. But if you are here right now, please do me this favor by saying hi to me, send to my WhatsApp, or you can also say hi to me here on Telegram, and I will send the gift to you. So thank you so much for joining us. Before I round up, I would quickly like to give you this smoothie recipe that can help you to relieve stress instantly. Like right now, if you are feeling like you are stressed, or you have someone around you that you know they are stressed, something that can help them to feel relief from stress instantly. Get banana. You don't have to get a bunch of it. You can get 2 or 3 pieces of banana. Get chia seed. Chia seed, you can easily get it in the market. You can as well get in the mall. This seed, you can ask people that are selling spices. They sell it as well. Get flax seed. Flaxseed is very, very good and it's rich with omega H3 as well. Get milk. That is optional. You can get, if you don't like dairy milk, is okay. You can get fruit-based milk like tiger nut milk and then coconut milk. You can use it, blend it together and drink it. This refreshing smoothie will help you to relieve stress immediately. And you will sleep, you will relax, and then your body will rejuvenate and you will love yourself. Another drink you can take to instantly get yourself back from stress is our leaf. I don't know if you know what they call our leaf, or optionally you can get chamomile tea.
Sorry to cut into your speech, sis. You might have to type it on the group because a lot of these things that you're mentioning, even me, I've not heard of
All
it
right,
before.
I'll put it there so that people can remember and be able to use them.
All right,
so
sis.
now
Thank you.
The whole conversation is built around 5 pillars of stress management. With everything the speakers have shared with us, it all boils down to 1, healthy nutrition, 2, self-care, prioritizing yourself, and then you knowing that, yes, this, I want to be intentional about what I eat and I want it to work for me. 3, movements. Please add exercise to whatever you are doing. Moving your body helps reduce stress as well. Sleeping well. Sleeping well is underrated. you need between 7 to 9 hours rest to be able to make your brain to function well. So while you are going about your daily activities, please make sure you are having good night's sleep. It's very, very important. Drinking a lot of water helps a lot. We cannot overemphasize the importance of you drinking water. Then last but not the least, taking time for yourself, taking out time for yourself, as in having me time. I remember when I was growing up, and when I married earlier, and then I always be like, oh, my children, oh, my home, oh, my this, oh, my that. I always prioritize every other person except Romoke. I hardly even remember myself. And then when my business starts to be very demanding, it got worse, because from my family, the next attention is on my business. Though I was making the money, but my health was deteriorating until my body shut down before I came to realization that, oh, I have not been doing the right thing. So we don't have to get to this point. You don't have to learn the hard way. Please learn from my own mistake and be intentional about what you consume and how you take care of yourself. It's very, very important. I always tell people, you cannot pour from an empty cup. Please have your me time and then take care of yourself. All these stress-busting fruits helps us when we incorporate them into our diet. Hearing about them is not enough when you are not actually adding them to your diet. So it will help us to add them into our diet. A well-planned food meal could be the answer that you have been looking for. Some people, they already have food plan, but that food plan might not actually be what they need. So they are eating for the sake of eating, while they are not getting the required nutrients. Being intentional about your food plan tailored to your needs is very, very important. Please don't sleep on that information. A balanced diet will help us greatly when we are taking the steps towards it. Sleep well, breathe well, practice yoga if you can, practice meditation, and it will improve your health significantly. Remember, my friends, we are what we eat. Never forget that. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, Kerubo. We appreciate you, Mam Janice. I appreciate Gifty in absentia. I also appreciate Grandpa Godwin in absentia as well. They had to leave because they have another thing that they need to attend to. So they already messaged me. Thank you so much, Ma'am Janet, for being here with us as well. We appreciate your presence. And to my darling co-host, thank you so much, Zainab. You made the day a colorful and beautiful. Thank you so much. And we will be calling it a day for today. Please don't forget to say hi to me to get your gift. Double gift in the house. And I wish you good health and wellness. Thank you for having me. Do you have anything to say, Zainab, before we
Thank you so much, Chomoke. Ma'am Janice has said it. After